Good evening.
What's his name?
There you go.
What's his last name?
Well, this is a great night tonight.
Number 22.
I appreciate everyone that's made the trip to come in here. If we've not yet met, my name is Jack Schaefer, and I'm the proud Director of Athletics here at Widener University. And it's my pleasure to be in front of you this evening to talk about your senior class, our graduating senior class, and their accomplishments. This marks the 12th installment of the Blue and Gold Senior Awards Assembly. The Blue and Gold Club itself is a fundraising arm of the athletic department that's headed up by a committee of former graduates that involve themselves in endeavoring to improve the student-athlete experience. And one of the first things that we dove into when we began this group about 15 years ago was this event. And that was spearheaded by the gentleman who I'd like to just mention very briefly, who has been very important to the cause and very important to what we do with our student-athletes off the fields. His name was Pete Gohan. Pete was a 1966 graduate of PMC, a football player here. Became an attorney, worked locally for the rest of his life, raised a great family, etc. But he never stopped being involved in the university and finding ways to give back. If there was an opportunity that he could donate time to, donate money to give back, to improve the experience of the student and the student-athlete, Pete was all in for it. And we have him to thank for so many things within our department and some of the philosophies we operate with, but chiefly tonight, this was one of Pete's main goals when we first got started, was to honor the student athletes correctly. So we're happy to bring that to you tonight. And this is about celebrating our seniors and the 4-year journey that they've had as student athletes here at Widener. The accomplishments within the athletic department are important. The essence of you all being Division III student athlete, embodying the pursuit of academic success in the classroom, integration across campus, involvement in clubs, groups, activities, academic organizations, student government, what have you, is amazing when you put that beside the amount of time that you all have spent with your teams, developing your craft, at games, training, what have you. It's monumental. It's monumental. And you should be proud of yourselves in what you've accomplished as individuals and as teams. Each year that we have this ceremony, we like to take everything that's happened to your class in the last 4 years and do something we call it by the numbers. Okay, so I want to give this as a snapshot of who you are as a senior class over the last 4 years of your participation. Our teams have had 52 appearances in the MAC Commonwealth Championship tournaments, that is playoffs. 52 appearances amongst all of our teams. We've captured 5 MAC championships, 1 with men indoor track and field, 3 with our cheerleaders. Where are you? There you go, thank you. We've had 5 appearances in the NCAA tournament, our men's track and field, our women's track and field, and our women's basketball teams. Congratulations, that's fantastic. 8 appearances in the MAC Bowl Series for football and the ECAC tournaments. That includes football, men's basketball twice, men's soccer, women's soccer, and field hockey 2 times. Thank you very much. This year we'll be honoring 2 scholar athletes in the Middle Atlantic Conference. The Middle Atlantic Conference is comprised of 18 individual institutions. So the next 2 people that names that I'm going to tell you have been found to be the top student athlete in their sport among 18 institutions, which is a remarkable accomplishment. Mario Scortis and Angelina Franchini from swimming. Sorry, Mario from football and men's lacrosse. Sorry, Mario. Congratulations. We've had 2 MAC Player of the Year awards, James Gillespie in football and Valiant McKee men's indoor track and field. 4 Rookies of the Year in the MAC. Aaron Phelan, women's basketball, Maddie Ragnar in field hockey, Alton Little Hilton men's outdoor track and field, and Connor Heisman in men's lacrosse. Amongst the MAC All-Star teams, or the Commonwealth All-Star teams, we have had, your class has made 119 appearances. That's a lot. 25 first team. Go ahead. We have 24 all-region student athletes. They're represented by women's basketball, football, field hockey, women's cross country, men's cross country, men's indoor track, men's outdoor track, women's indoor track. Outstanding. Thank you. 4 All-Americans, the highest athletic award that you can get in your sport. Anna Cooney. Where's Anna Cooney? Did I mention she did it twice? Valiant McKee. And Connor Heisman for men's lacrosse. I would be remiss if I did not backtrack and mention to anyone that does not know that this national qualifier, who is an All-American 2 times Anna Cooney, is in our women's track and field program. So, sorry about that. Academically, we have fielded 10 All-MAC academic awards, which is very high for an institution. You people, if you take everything across 4 years, appeared on the MAC academic honor roll 303 times. Go ahead. We've had 6 awarded. The Philly side academic all-area team. These awards have gone to Maddie Ragnar twice for football and lacrosse, Maddie Ragnar 2 times for field hockey, Madeline Duderer for women's volleyball, and Ryan Steckline for football. Those awards remain important to us. One, of course, because of they show that the academic accomplishments of our student athletes. Second, because these awards are given out amongst regional schools that include Divisions 1, Divisions 2, and Divisions 3, and that's where we found ourselves at that success, which is fantastic. We've had 2 all-district COSIDA academic award winners. Again, Meredith Scotis in football and lacrosse, and Madeline Duderer in women's volleyball. You match us up across the conference. What I will tell you, the numbers that I gave you are very large comparatively. And you should all be very pleased and proud of yourselves. I know your parents are, of course, but I want to express how impressed and how proud we are in the athletic department and at the university for what you put yourselves through to accomplish so much. So I'm going to give you a round of applause. It's all been such a successful part of so many programs. It's really remarkable. And at this point, it's time to move into the evening, and I'm going to introduce you to our MC for tonight. Widener University men's head basketball coach Chris Caridio will be guiding us through the evening as we honor our seniors. Have a great evening, everybody. Thanks for coming.
Good evening. As Jack said, my name is Chris Caridio. I am the Assistant Athletic Director and Head Men's Basketball Coach here at the university. Fred Dorman, are you in the house?
I am.
Great. No, I'm kidding. Fred, would you like to come up? Say a few words to the group?
Thank you for all your...
Fred Dorman, who doesn't know, anybody doesn't know, Fred Dorman is our longtime softball coach, but he's probably going to tell you all the other titles he has held since he has been here at the university. I'm not even going to say how many years. You can tell me. Fred Dorman.
Let's talk fuzzy letters. So, having won myself and been doing this for 42 seasons now, I need to welcome you into the best group of people ever. You have to really understand what's going on here. So, If you now hold a fuzzy W and you meet somebody that also walked in your shoes, but that would be me, 44 years ago, all of us can appreciate who you are, what you've been through, and what the future is. I want all of you on my team, if I'm an employer or somebody else. And I've walked in your shoes and I know what you've done. So let's take a peek at that fuzzy W. So there's a common thread. Come on, my players will like that. Common thread, fuzzy W? Come on. All right. That all of you, I know Andrew, you get that. So all of you have persevered, you've overcome, you've adapted, you've gone through injury. As my friend Vince Tui says, you've learned how to suffer. And through all of that, you've worked together as a team to reach common goals. That's a truly important life lesson, all of them. Those are the common threads in all of your fuzzy letters. Now for each of you, each of that letter holds an individual story. If you're a softball player, I hope when you look at your fuzzy letter, you'll see 6 a.m. lifts 3 days a week, maybe a 9-hour van ride with Coach Fred to Myrtle Beach, some awesome wins just pulled out of our hat, some devastating losses, and through it all, we've been successful. We've celebrated success. But we've learned and we've grown. So I'm asking you to put that fuzzy W in a place of real prominence, perhaps next to your diploma. So, just so you understand, my fuzzy W back in the 70s, my fuzzy, not fuzzy W, my fuzzy, actually it's a P, my fuzzy letter was on what they call a letter jacket. So I wore that letter jacket through the 70s, through the 80s, through the 90s, and then it got into my closet, and my lovely wife one day said, "This ratty old piece of thread got to go in the trash." I'm like, so then it took a couple hours to explain to her why that letter was so important to me. So that next day, she took it off my jacket, threw the jacket out, put it in an awesome shadow box. It's in my office, in my bookcase. And she said to me, "Fred, I want you to keep it in your bookcase. I want you to look at it every day. And in case there's an emergency in the house, I'll never have to worry that you're going to pick that stupid old letter over me." Well, my wife's not an athlete, so she had no idea where she was going with that. But at any rate, congratulations, everybody. We are so proud of all of you. We hope you'll hang that right next to your diploma, put it in a place of prominence, let everybody know you are a 4-year athlete at Widener University. Thanks.
Thanks, Fred. I think next year you should be the MC. That's what I think. So we're going to honor about 140 student athletes. And if we had to go through each and every one of their accomplishments, we would be here till tomorrow. So we're going to try and streamline it a little bit, but we want to give everybody their opportunity to be called out. That's going to happen. But I think each one of these athletes, especially now and for today, for this particular assembly, this is the first time we've done an assembly like this since 2019, because of the obvious, right, because of the pandemic. So these student athletes that persevered, like Fred said, through something that in my time here, even as a student, no one has ever had to push through to do. So all these things you guys have accomplished, getting through the pandemic, the Zooms, right? Get in the weight room, just going through the Google Doc to get in the weight room, and when's this available, when's that available? It has been a trying time. So to me, you all deserve a round of applause for that. Before we get into honoring our senior athletes, we want to recognize a few seniors that have played an integral role in the success of Widener athletics over the last 4 years. Will Kate Puglisi and Allison Kovacs please come up to the stage? Ms. Larissa Gillespie, who is our SAC advisor and our associate athletic director, and our former field hockey coach of 20 years. Kate was a member of the women's golf program for 2 seasons, SAC's co-chair for the past 2 years, and the MAC SAC representative. Kate's leadership and oversight of the SAC program has promoted our student athletes within their programs, the university, and the conference in celebrating NCAA Division III Week, NCAA Mental Health Week, Student Athlete Appreciation Day, and providing the platform for mental health first aid training workshop for the SAC. Because of Kate's leadership, each member of SAC has been involved in creating a community among the athletic programs, along with establishing a collaboration that has built a unity amongst the programs. Her focus on self-care to promote student athletes' mental health, advocacy, and sportsmanship has had tremendous impact and influence on all those within SAC, and the athletic programs, and the athletic department staff. Please join me in congratulating her as she will be graduating with a degree in elementary education and special education. Kate will also be joining our department next year as the official director of the men's soccer operations, and will also be pursuing a certification in conduct of mental health first aid training for student athletes. Thank you, Kate, for your dedication and leadership. Allison was a member of the women's lacrosse team for 1 season and then transitioned to being an integral part of athletics, particularly working with our communications department and as the athletic department intern. She has assisted in all areas of running our home events, which include being responsible for live streaming, contest announcing, oversight of student workers, and calling stats. She loves to learn about everything and anything related to sports, and her support to each student athlete and coaching staff has been immeasurable. Each program knows her, and when they see her, they are happy to have her working their contests and at times even request her. Allison has a natural ability to connect with others and goes beyond what is asked of her. She will be graduating this May with a degree in business management with a concentration in sports management. Allison will ultimately be pursuing her dream job is to work for the Yankees organization.
Yes.
Thank you, Allison, for your tireless work behind the scenes, which has never gone unnoticed. Allison is currently waiting to hear about a job opportunity with the Philadelphia Eagles organization. So one more round of applause for Kate and Allison. So let's get started honoring our 140 student athletes. The program will go in order of playing seasons. We will start with the fall, then move to the winter, and then the spring. We will also be presenting a few special awards during the course of the evening. We will conclude the evening by presenting the highest honor given out by the department, which is the George and Sis Hansel Award. So, let's start with the coaches. How this will work is when we call the coaches and the athletes up, they're going to come up, they're going to get on stage. Okay. Once they get up here, I will present to you the students, athletes, and what they've accomplished, and then the coach will come here and call each senior out their name, and then we'll congratulate them one last time, and then we'll move on. All right. Our first group of seniors is from the field hockey team. Will Coach Melissa McCarthy and her seniors please come up to the stage? Class of 2022 left its mark academically and athletically on Widener University field hockey as one of the most successful classes in program history. This group of young women amassed 38 wins and contributed to 2 record-setting campaigns in 2019 and 2021. They qualified for the postseason 3 times, ECAC and MAC championships, and logged 2 postseason victories in 2021, most notably versus York in the MAC Commonwealth semifinals, propelling the program into the first conference championship game for the first time in Widener history. Our 6 seniors who are graduating from Widener and moving on to the next stages of their professional careers have truly set the standard for Widener field hockey for many generations to come.
Hi everybody, congratulations to 3 of our seniors who are able to be here with us tonight. We have Gianna Perna, Sophia Bolio, and Maddie Ragnar. Congratulations again on setting a standard for WUFA.
One more round of applause, please, for Coach McCarthy. Our next group of seniors is from our football team. Will Coach Mike and your seniors please come to the stage? The class of 2022 has done a tremendous job in research of the Widener football program. This group has established a foundation for the future after navigating multiple coaching changes and a worldwide pandemic during their time in Chester. On the gridiron, this class posted 21 wins and played a Centennial MAC Bowl Series 2 times, once in 2017, again in 2021. In 2021, 4 seniors were recognized as All-MAC players, and 2 seniors were named to the D3Football.com All-Region 1 team. Coach?
Thank you. Guys, up here, the ones that can join us tonight from our football program. You've heard his name a lot tonight: Mario Scotis, Kendall Jones, James Gillespie, Trevor Malvero-Mahalis, Sean Stabo, and Ben Gates. Wonderful human beings, wonderful athletes. It's been an honor to coach you guys, and thank you for all you've done.
One more round of applause, please, for our seniors. Our next group of seniors is from our volleyball team. Coach Donovan Angler and his seniors, please come to the floor. I'm going to start with the women's volleyball program. Their seasons overlap a little bit, so we'll do the men's second. So first, the women's volleyball team has some very memorable matches and avenged quite a few losses from 2019, none of which would have been possible without this group of seniors. Our seniors helped us win 19 matches and get back to the MAC Commonwealth Tournament for the second time in 3 years. As good as they are on the court, they were better in the classroom. This group helped us earn the AVCA Team Academic Award 3 times and counted for 12 of our MAC Academic Honor Roll selections over the past 3 seasons.
Okay. Ladies, thank you so much for 4 wonderful years. And I'm counting 4 because you guys are still practicing during the pandemic. So thank you. And on stage with me tonight is Sydney Nichols, Madeline, Matt Keller, Alicia Santillas, Carly Bennett, and Madeline Dever. Thank you, ladies.
For those that don't know, Donovan also coaches our men's volleyball team. So those two particular seniors couldn't be here tonight, but I wanted to mention their accomplishments for their 4 years. So 4 years ago, the two seniors on the men's volleyball team decided that they wanted to be a part of a process of building a competitive program at Widener University. Even though it has taken the better part of those 4 years, they have finally seen the result of their hard work. This year they led us to a program record, 8 wins overall and 3 conference wins. Our win totals might not seem like a lot, but when you put our young program competing in a conference with 3 nationally ranked teams and 5 of the top teams in the region, it's called progress. Because of these 2 young men, this program is trending in the right direction.
And even though Kevin Martin and Alex Arnold did not join us tonight, I would like to acknowledge them and thank them for all the hard work they have put in to make up men's program a success. Thank you guys.
Our next group of seniors comes from the men's soccer team. Coach Ross Liberati is not with us tonight, but will the seniors from the men's soccer team please come up to the stage? Okay, well, the men's soccer team is not here, but I'm still going to read their write-up because I think they still should be acknowledged. The Widener men's soccer program will be saying goodbye to a group of 9 outstanding men this year. On the field, this group of seniors were responsible for taking the program from 10 combined wins as underclassmen in 2017 and 18 to 20 combined wins as upperclassmen in 19 and 21. They led the team that set the school record for average goals per game during this past fall and tied for the 2nd most wins in a season in program history through the 2019 campaign. In the classroom, seniors had a combined cumulative GPA of 3.43, and 6 of 9 were on the Dean's List this past fall. These seniors have set standard for the new generation of Widener men's soccer players and have built the foundation of a winning pride culture. I am going to attempt to do these names, so I know they're not here to even offend them, so I'm going to try. Tife Akintunde, Nick Bryson, Dwayne Hickerson, Eric Holmstrom, Vinny Nocito, Peter O'Connor, Brandon Rudy, Noah Saba, Mo Al-Durab. They're not here with us. Will the women's soccer team and Coach Melissa please come to the stage? Over the last 4 years, the women's soccer team has featured 2 amazing student athletes who became incredibly important members of the program. With Hannah and Emily leadership over the last 4 years, they have helped the team post a combined 30, 21, and 6 record with the MAC Commonwealth Tournament berth in 2018. They also were part of the 2018 team that made it to the 2nd round of the ECAC tournament, the farthest the team had made it in the postseason since 2002. This senior class also aided the team fall semester of a GPA of 3.2, with both seniors having a GPA above a 3.75. Emily and Hannah's greatest achievement in their 4 years is creating a team culture that will be continued on for years to come.
Anna Berard, and Emily Isley. I can't thank you enough for all you've done. We're going to miss you so much next year, but we're excited to see what you do in the future. Thank you again.
So that concludes our fall sports. Before moving to winter sports, we'd like to present a special award. The first award of the evening is the Athletics Department's Blue and Gold Most Outstanding Female Athlete. The annual Blue and Gold Female Athlete of the Year Award is the Athletic Department's highest award for athletic accomplishment over an athlete's career. I would like to present this year's Blue and Gold Female Athlete of the Year Award to Anna Cooney. Logan and Anna, will you please stand?
The only female thrower on the entire team. So the entire year, she's been throwing with just the guys. And every time going out of practice, it's kind of funny looking at, there's Anna, just Anna doing Anna stuff with just the guys. But some of the really cool things that Anna's accomplished, she's a two-time All-American, which Jack mentioned at the beginning of the night. She's qualified for nationals 3 times. She's actually ranked right now 4th in the nation in shot put and 6th in the nation in the hammer throw. She broke Allie Reuter's conference and school record in the hammer throw, so now she has the conference record in that event as well. So she's got a ton of things, 6-time all-region, she's got school records, a lot of really good things, but something that I think is really important and special about Anna is Anna was a really, really good thrower in high school. When she came in, we tried to change her form and techniques, being a rotational shot putter, which is just a different thing, and we thought it'd be really good. Turned out it wasn't so good. So Anna's freshman year, she didn't score in the conference indoors. She didn't really do well. But a really cool thing with Anna is she's someone that didn't give up, didn't stop doing what she's doing, and by outdoors went back to original form, got 3rd in the conference, and by indoors the next year was conference champion and was going to nationals. And so it just was really cool to see an athlete that had a lot of success in high school to come in and as a coach, thinking you know everything, right? Your throws coaches know everything, and doing a lot of really good things, but not seeing success, and her still persevering through all that, and now standing up here today being a 2-time All-American, and hopefully 3 times for this upper season. So this is Anna Cooney.
Congratulations again, unbelievable accomplishments. So Coach Logan, you're going to stay up here because we are moving to winter sports and the women's cross country and track and field team. Please come to the stage.
So Anna, come back out.
team this year. Saber and Grace capped their final year with having the best team finish in school history at both the MAC championships and regionals, and coming so close to helping the team qualify for nationals. Their leadership and guidance has taken a mediocre distance team to now being a top conference and regional one for many years to come. The senior class for the women's track and field has slowly improved each championship, most recently finishing second at the MAC Indoor Championships. Collectively, they hold 6 school records, have been named 9 times to the all-region teams, and hold 22 top 10 all-time Widener performances. Academically, they have led our team to having 3.5 or better team GPA and have been named Academic All-MAC 21 times.
So closest to me is free sport athlete with cross country, indoor and outdoor track is Sarah Gretz, and then also Grace Murphy. And then we have Danielle Payton for indoor and outdoor track, Anna Cooney, Danny Payton, Anna Cooney, Cameron Castellini, and Michaela Wright. And in a week from tonight, we start our MAC Outdoor Championships, so we're hoping to do really well in that. So, thanks, guys.
Good luck next week. Congratulations again. Our next group of seniors is from the women's basketball team. Will Coach Elisa Kittner and your seniors please come to the stage. On the women's basketball team have made an incredible mark on the program. These 8 student athletes have been a part of 67 wins, made the conference tournament 4 times, reached the MAC Commonwealth Championship game twice, and qualified for the NCAA tournament once. In their final season, this group led the team to a 19-7 record, its first home postseason win in conference tournament since 1985, and a second straight MAC Commonwealth Finals appearance.
As you can see, half my team is up here, so hold your applause until the end. We have Helena H. Salmon, Michaela Nicolini, Nicole Barnes, Erin Fallon, Brooke Bachtel, Charlotte Stern, Olivia Pennypacker, and Jasmine Franklin. Thank you, ladies, for your dedication, and remember, energy elevates everything, not just play.
Congratulations, ladies. I'll talk back to file there, Coach K. Next team is our men's basketball team, which I am the proud coach of. So, Colby, will you please come to the stage? So you can see, I have to, well, Jared Peters is a graduate student. So he graduated last year, so he's got graduate school stuff going on. Colby's my lone undergrad senior. Our men's basketball class of 2022 featured 2 incredible young men. Both of them had a huge impact on our program. Jared Has an undergraduate degree in accounting with minors in forensics accounting and business analytics. Jared is earning his master's degree in business administration. He also is a two-time all-conference player, as well as being named to the academic All-MAC, NABC Honors Corps, and MAC Academic Honor Roll. Graduating senior Colby Woodard will have a degree in business management. He has been named the MAC Academic Honor Roll 2 times in 20 and 2021. They have achieved an overall record of 69 and 51, 40 and 32 in conference play, reached the MAC semifinals 3 of their 4 years, championship game in 2019. The year that we didn't make our conference tournament in 2018, we won the ECAC championship. These young men have had a great success on the court and in the classroom. I have learned a lot. I have learned a lot from them, maybe more than I've learned, maybe more than they've learned from me. I have seen their perseverance, their commitment, and something bigger than themselves, along with love and passion for the teammates and each other. So, Colby, you're my only guy up here, but your perseverance and your will to be the best player you can be hopefully impacts the rest of our team. This young man was in the gym every day. And anybody who comes to the gym will say that. The gun is broken because of you. So thank you very much. The next group of seniors is from our swim team. Will Coach Mark Yankovic and the seniors please come to the stage. So Mark is the coach of the men and women's team, so I will be doing the first of the women's program. Widener Women's Swimming was lucky to have a great group of 6 seniors who were great leaders and role models for the younger swimmers. During their 4 years at Widener, the team combined for a 25 and 11 and a 11 and 4 conference win-loss record. At the MAC Championships, they finished in the top 4 in all 4 years, including 2 second-place finishes. Another impressive statistic was that they ended with a total of 13 top 10 teams in program history, along with a total of 8 All-MAC second-team honors and 8 All-MAC third-team selections. Finally, this group of seniors not only excelled in the pool, but were able to have a group GPA of a 3.59 while majoring in nursing, education, and biology. The Widener men's swimming only had 2 graduating seniors, but they were 2 of the best to come through the program. These 2 seniors combined helped with the team to go 18 and 17 in dual meets and go 9 and 6 in conference meets. At MAC Championships, the team finished in the top 5 every year, including 2 second-place finishes under their leadership. In the classroom, they were able to have an average GPA of 3.0 while completing degrees in nursing and chemical engineering. Mark?
Every team needs a great group of leaders, and the one thing I can tell you about this group is you've got 8 of the strongest leaders we've ever had. This group, led us through some hard times, which I know we've all gone through, but they kept everybody positive, got us through everything, and performed well. So your swimming seniors, from my side down, Tori Frailing, Anna Konyak, Liz Gilson, Gina Mecca, Angelina Franciscini, Emma Rissell, Garrett Parthamore, and Daniel Parker. Thank you very much.
One more round of applause for Mark and our seniors. Our next group of seniors is coming from the cheerleading team. Will Coach Alexis and Tiffany and your seniors please come up to the stage? recognizing our 4 graduating seniors. Courtney Robinson, a flyer. Jacqueline Teitelbaum, a flyer. Becca Ranieri, a back spot. And Erica Houston, a base. See, this is why I didn't read all the names. It has been an honor to watch these 4 women grow as students, athletes, and leaders throughout the years. They were trustworthy, dependable, and committed to making this team succeed. Aside from making appearances on campus and at home games, these 4 were members during our 2019 and 2020 second place finish at the UCA College Nationals. As well, they were part of the 2019 and 2020 MAC championship teams. Courtney will be graduating with 3.2 GPA and a Bachelor of Science of Nursing. Jacqueline will also be graduating with 3.3 GPA and a Bachelor of Science in Nursing. Becca will be graduating with 3.4 GPA and a Bachelor of Science in Business Administration and Accounting, as well as 3 minors in Forensics Accounting, Business Analytics, and Operations Management. That's a mouthful. Lastly, Erica will be graduating with 3.6 GPA and a Bachelor of Arts in Criminal Justice, as well as a minor in Legal Studies. We want to thank you all for everything you have done for this program and wish you nothing but success. So I'm going to call the coaches up to talk about the seniors, but they also have a special award they want to get out when they're done.
Again, our seniors are Jacqueline Teitelbaum, Becca Ranieri, Erica Houston, and Courtney Robinson. Congratulations.
We're also going to call junior Natalie Tulum. We have a special award today. It goes out to a junior cheerleader who shows a strong commitment to the team, strong academically, and involved in her community. Natalie is a secondary education history major, and she is a flyer on the team who's extremely talented, never hesitates to try out new skills and new roles on the team. And Natalie is heavily involved in her community and obviously maintains an exceptional academic standing. So we're really excited for one more year with Natalie, and congratulations.
Congratulations again. Well, that concludes our winter sports. So before we get into our spring sports, I would like to present this year's Blue and Gold Male Athlete of the Year Award. Again, this is one of the athletic department's highest awards for athletic accomplishments over an athlete's career. So our Blue and Gold Male Athlete of the Year is James Gillespie. Please come up.
Tonight I have the honor to present an award to James Gillespie as the Male Athlete of the Year. James is from Huntington Valley, Pennsylvania. He's a graduate of Archbishop Wood High School, my alma mater, the greatest high school in the world, and earned his bachelor's degree here from Widener. He's currently working towards a master's degree as well as pursuing a career in professional football. James' play on the field has put Widener back on the radar of the National Football League, like many of the programs that the past greats have done for decades here. Over the past 3 years, it's been commonplace for our offices and practice fields to be filled as a stopping point for all 32 National Football League teams to come get a glimpse of the kid in Chester who just couldn't be covered. For the player who was a two-time captain, MAC Player of the Year, multiple all-conference nods, all-region, all-American, top 5 in every single receiving category in school history, and a player who will not be honored for the last time here tonight. We'll be back again someday so you can take your rightful place in the university's Hall of Fame among the great football players that have played here. I would be remiss if I did not point out what truly makes James great, and that's his character. It starts at home. Jim and Teresa, thank you for sharing your son with us. I said before, it's been on the record in an interview, you can look it up. I said if my son Tripp turns out to be half the man that James is, then I've done a hell of a job as a dad. We have a saying in our football programs, we come around our locker room and come around our practice field. We say you can't practice slow and expect to play fast. You can't practice soft and expect to play tough. If you want to see what number 2's edge was, it wasn't found on Saturday. It was in the way he prepared. The way he ran every route like it was game day and displayed incredible effort in developing elite practice habits, to the point where his confidence skyrocketed and there wasn't anybody in the country who could cover him one-on-one. A specific time I remember this in his career was we were down 7 at halftime to the number 9 team in the country. We had a trick play on. It was a 4th down, 4th and goal from about the 4-yard line. We had a trick play on. And the other team recognized that we were in an unbalanced formation and burned a timeout. We came to the sidelines. Players asked me, "What do you want to do, coach?" And for the first time in a while, I had a guy that looked right at me and said, "Throw me the ball," right in front of all of his teammates. Pull down the headset, we're going to our best player. Threw it up to James, he goes over, a 2-time All-American, makes the grab, we enter halftime 14-14. That's just the type of guy he was. Through all his earned success, his humble nature and genuine care for others stands out to me the most. If you asked him why he was successful, he would point to his sister, a former Division I swimmer, as his motivation, or thank his brother for the years of competition in the driveway or in the yard. It was never about James. I have one game day ritual. As a football coach, you don't get to spend much time at home. So on Saturdays, I eat breakfast with my little boy. Every Saturday, I ask him one question when I leave. "Are the Pride going to win today, buddy?" And he usually shoots me pretty straight, and it's almost mind-blowing how accurate the little guy is. James is well aware of this ritual. And James sits across from me on the bus, and when we walk down the Pride Walk and you get the butterflies going and he can see my mind racing, he can see the nerves building up, he asks me every Saturday, "Well, Coach, what did Tripp have to say?" And it kind of breaks the ice and instantly makes us smile and relax to hear from the 3-year-old game day prognosticator. So it's something that's just special. That's the type of guy he is. The moment's never too big, and he can make others feel comfortable. Second part of the game day ritual James doesn't know is when Tripp says, "Daddy, we're going to see Gillespie," that's what he calls him, "fire that Army gun today, aren't we?" I said, "Yeah, buddy, we're going to see that Army gun fire for sure." And if anybody's been to our games, that's the cannon when we score. He calls it the Army gun. It's been a pleasure, James, to coach you. You left your mark on this university, the football program, and many little Pride fans. That's a legacy to be proud of, and I love you, and I'm just super proud.
So, some of you don't know that James also played 1 year of basketball for me. And I don't have stories of him dunking over any 6'8" All-Americans. But what I can tell you about James, just a quick story. He started for us on senior day. And all year long, I was telling our team that you don't get taken out for taking a bad shot. You get taken out for not playing good defense or not being a good teammate. So right before the ball goes up, right before the announcements are known for starting lineups, James comes over to me and says, "Hey, Coach, you remember that rule you have where you don't take guys out for shooting bad shots?" I said, "Yeah." He goes, "Weight's going to fly today." And that's just the kind of demeanor that James has. He's just one of a kind. You're one of a kind, James. Wish you luck, buddy. You really do. Our next group of seniors comes from our men's lacrosse team. Will Coach Jamie Lockard and your seniors please come to the stage? So we got a little technical difficulties. So I'm going to go ahead and read. The 12 seniors on our men's lacrosse team have made an incredible mark on the program. These 12 student athletes have been a part of 28 wins, 3 MAC Commonwealth Tournament appearances, and 1 MAC Commonwealth Championship game during their time in Chester. Coach Lockard, come over and introduce your senior.
Thank you, Coach Caridio. So our seniors, just let you guys know, we started 1-6 this season and facing the biggest challenge ever. I'm proud of you guys for working us out of our start. We've won 6 of 8 since then. We have a shot at the number 2 seed with a victory on Stevenson's Saturday night. We wouldn't have gotten there that got a hold without you guys and your leadership and resiliency, so thank you. Our seniors tonight, Kyle Pollock is not here, but moving from me down, Andrew Spencer, Connor Heisman, Ryan Manshine, Michael Tagliaferri, Tommy Fredericks, Eugene Kulan, Zach Politaros, James Lyons, Mario Scatezzi, Tim Irvine, Mac Ress, and student manager Kevin Herm. Sorry, Herm. We just call him Herm. And lastly, Mac Ress. Thank you guys. Looking forward to getting the win on Saturday night.
Good luck, guys. Our next group of seniors is from the women's lacrosse team. Will Coach Kate Slade and your seniors please come to the stage? Lacrosse program. The women's lacrosse program has established itself as one of the top programs in the MAC, qualifying for the playoffs in each of the past 4 seasons. This group of seniors has transformed the program from a team that won 2 conference games prior to their arrival to, in their first season, winning the first playoff game in 35 years and just the program's 2nd playoff win ever with a 14-10 victory against Albright. They have set and broken records throughout their 4 years, from the program's first win against Stevenson in 2021 to tying the best school start in school history this season with a win against Immaculata. The 10 graduating seniors have made Widener's women's lacrosse into a program with a winning reputation and will truly be missed. Okay.
The seniors for the women's lacrosse team are Amber Bretz, Gab Cohen, Gianna Crawford, Chelsea Forsey, Brooke Graham, Grace Lindberger, so you can see it, Olivia McDonald, Maddie Medby, Cece Puente, Melanie Sher. Thank you all for your hard work and dedication to the program. You have truly left your mark on this. Again, when they first started, we won 2 games in the conference, and I think 4 in the entire season, and then they arrived. So thank you for transforming us and making us what we are today. You guys will truly, truly be missed, and we're not over yet, so let's keep going. Thank you.
Our next team is the golf team. Will Coach Jim and your senior or seniors please come up? The seniors on the men's golf team, Matthew and Dylan, have competed hard over the last 4 years. These two student athletes have represented a program of honor, dignity, and respect each time they take the course. They will be remembered for helping our program make progress as it continues to grow. Coach Jim?
Dylan wasn't able to make it tonight. This is Matthew Burney, 4-year senior. Matthew, I met at the COVID in spring, middle of that. Matt was trying to get through that, a new coach. And Matt showed leadership to become captain this year, but unfortunately, life got a hold of him, broke his finger 2 days before the first match. And he's going to be able to play again in 2 weeks, but we were done last week. So, we missed him. We missed him a lot, but in true captain fashion and putting the team ahead of himself, Matt introduced us to Dylan Falkowski, who joined the team this spring. Kept Matt's spirit alive, same type of soul, and allowed our team to put up post their best scores of the year in the final round of the MAC championship this year. And I believe that has a lot to do with Matt and what he saw for our team. So give him a round of applause.
Our next group of seniors comes from our esports team. Will Coach Devin Harnett and your seniors please come to the stage? The 3 student athletes on the esports team collectively have participated in over 100 matches in their time here at Widener. All 3 students have been in playoffs for their respective games. 2 for Overwatch, 1 for Smash. In their last season, the team had a fantastic showing in the NACA, or is that NACE? In the NACE, Overwatch, and ACES Collegiate Series for Smash Brothers. Watching these student athletes grow since the program's inception has been a privilege and something we will cherish. Devin?
All right, so we've been in a rough spot because we started around the pandemic time, so we've never had an award ceremony for us. This is the first time it's ever been a thing that we've been able to do, so it's great. So starting from my right here, we've got Akita Collins. He plays Smash, he's wonderful. We've got Gianna Williams. He plays Overwatch, also wonderful. And then we have Maddie Ragnar, who's our Overwatch captain, also wonderful. Please give him a round of applause.
Thank you. Our next group of seniors will come from our baseball team. Will Coach Kevin Burdick and the seniors please come to the stage? The 7 seniors on our baseball team have made an incredible mark on the program. These 7 student athletes have been part of 59 games, 2 MAC Commonwealth Tournament appearances, and 1 MAC Commonwealth Championship game in their time in Chester. Coach Devin.
What's up, guys? So we have 7 seniors. All 7 here are undergraduate seniors. We have 2 that are in their master's program finishing up. That's Chris Ferracino and Brandon Reese. But this group here came in at the right time. We needed an infusion of talent, and since they've been on campus, they've done an amazing job of bringing that plus leadership like we've all talked about. So From my side down, Kyle Lang, Tommy McParlin, Bryce Fremgen, Maddie Sampson, Andrew Jafarian, Joey Norton, and Liam Nihill. Gentlemen, the job's not done. Big weekend ahead. Thank you.
Thanks, guys. Good luck this weekend. Our next group of seniors will be our softball team, led by Coach Fred Dorman. Please come to the stage. Softball class of 2022 has played its way to a total of 65 wins, advanced to the MAC Commonwealth Tournament Championship game in 2019 and the MAC quarterfinals in 2021. These seniors have worked tirelessly over the past 4 years in the Strikeout Cancer Program, raising over $2,500 this spring in 2022 and in 2022 the fight to put an end to colon cancer. In addition, these 5 seniors had led the way for softball in the classroom, combining for a 3.4 GPA as a group. Coach Fred.
Thanks, Chris. Absolutely the highlight of my day, no matter how good or bad my day is, to hit the softball field and be with these 5 and the rest of their teammates, without a doubt. Across the stage, Alan McDowell, Caleb Lovell, Bree Mills, Malia Calciano, and Kelly Dawson. Ladies, thank you.
Our final group of seniors is from the men's track and field and cross country teams. Will Coach Vince Toohey please come up with his seniors?
Yeah, Toohey.
This year's graduating men of the Widener track and field and cross country teams will be leaving Chester having earned at least 3 Mid-Atlantic Conference Championship titles. These are men who set lofty goals and make the sacrifices necessary to achieve them. What sets them apart, however, is their desire to not just achieve a personal goal, but also to make sure their teammates' goals are equally important and supported. Coach Vince.
So not everybody could be here tonight, so I just wanted to make sure that I announced everyone's name. Certain guys on the team are in class now or are doing other academic functions. So right now, I just want to announce in alphabetical order: Mark Brown, Dylan Caputo. You can raise your hand if you're here. You don't mind? Okay. Joseph Carty, Andrew Crosby, Patrick Carolyn, Brian Deary, Ryan Galzinski, Brandon Jackson, Michael John, Alden Littlefield, Bryce McGee, Noah McFoy, Valiant McKee, Garrett Mayo, Amagio Day, Bryce Ortiz, Ryan Rastatter, Sal Saya, and Zach Smith. This week they'll be going to defend their conference championship. And fellas, I I wish the best. So thanks for everything you've done for me and for the school during your years here. Thank you very much.
I mean, they are athletes, you can jump off. So the last two awards are the most prestigious awards that our athletic department at Widener University will give out. The name of this award is the George and Sis Hansel Student Athlete Award. This award is named in honor of George Hansel's late father, George Hansel Sr., the former PMC Widener head coach and athletic director. This award is achieved by male and female senior student athletes deemed outstanding in scholarship, athletics, and their success over 4 years. This university award is the department's highest honor and represents the Widener student athlete in its truest form of success over 4 years of intense commitment to their major sport and highlighting the intense lifestyle, academics, and athletic pursuits of our student athletes. These next award winners will also be recognized at the university's honors lunch on May 5th. I will first announce the George and Sis Hansel Male Student Athlete Award. That winner goes to Mario Scotis. Come on back up.
What a great joy it brings me to present the Hansel Award to two-sport athlete, football and lacrosse, Mario Scotis. Mario's from Perkiomen Valley High School. He lives in Collegeville, PA. He earned his bachelor's degree in engineering, and this month will be graduating with a master's degree in engineering as well. Mario was recruited heavily by our lacrosse program, and Jamie, I'm damn sure glad you did that, my man. Mario and I both arrived at Widener at the same time, and to see the player and student he has become was no surprise to me at all. What was a surprise to me was that this is the dude I saw on film 1,600 miles away when I was coaching in Texas. And I shared this once with Mario, and I think now's a good time to share the story with your parents in attendance. Mario's senior year, I was coaching down in Texas in a town called Belton at the University of Mary Hardin Baylor, and we were getting ready to make a run towards a national championship, and I didn't have much time, and my dad would call me, once a week, trade text messages, and he was getting ready to play in the BIAA state playoffs with the Penn Ridge Rams, where he was the defensive coordinator. So I get on the phone, how you doing, Dad? Yeah, we got a big game this weekend. Well, who do you got? We got Perkiomen Valley High School. And I said, well, how are they? He says, I don't know how they are as a whole team, but I got to send you this film. There's a dude with a high motor. He's sideline to sideline defender. He plays knockback kind of defense. He's a total dude, He's a kicker. And in the Baranak family, I grew up in a football family. My dad's a coach as well. Is about the highest form of praise you can give anybody. So when I hear that from my dad and I watch the film, I call him right back. I said, Dad, all I can say is if you run at him, he's going to thump you. If you run away from him, he's going to run you down. I said, tell your quarterback to know where he is all the time and tell your lineman to put on some extra tape. I got to go. See ya. Good luck. And I hung up the phone. Lo and behold, I come here to Widener in 2017 as the offensive line coach, And I got to play with him and watch him develop into one of the most elite student athletes in our program and in our conference as they rattled off all the awards he's received this year. And he's going to leave the gridiron just an absolutely feared defender. Mario, you left an incredible foundation for our younger players in our football program to build off of, and I'm sure that leadership is also shown within the lacrosse locker room as well. You set a standard of the type of student athlete that we want here. He is the epitome of what it means to play Division III athletics. He is the epitome of what makes Widener so special. This is a guy who is in class all the time, getting a master's degree, out there practicing until 11 o'clock at night, up at 6 in the morning, never late, never missed, always on time, and gets the job done. Mario, whatever you do in life, man, keep attacking it with the same energy you attack the quarterback, and you're going to be extremely successful. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in congratulating Mario Scotese.
It's a little off script that, James, you actually forgot your award. Okay. So next is the George and Sis Hansel Student Athlete Female winner. Maddie Ragnar. Melissa, please come up with Maddie.
Wow, those are some of my most favorite moments, Maddie. And this has been the hardest secret to keep from you. A Widener field hockey athlete has been honored with the Hansel Award for 4 out of the past 5 years. I've had the privilege of coaching all 4 of these outstanding young women. Kayla Hurt, Lexi Everly, Sabrina Roberto, and now, Maddie Ragnar. Maddie joins the ranks of some of the most memorable athletes of all time from our program. Not just for what they accomplished on the field, but what they were also able to accomplish off of it. In Maddie's 4 years with the Widener field hockey program, she has contributed to 2 of the most successful seasons in WUFA history. She's been a leading point contributor in every season, a 3-time all-conference athlete, our program's first Rookie of the Year, and she's accomplished all of this in only 3 seasons due to the cancellation of the 2020 fall season. While helping to rewrite the record books, Maddie has set a standard of a student athlete extremely high, boasting a 3.907 GPA. Yeah. Woo! As a dual major in chemical engineering and chemistry, yeah. It gets better, I promise. Okay, Maddie is a tutor, a chemistry assistant, peer mentor, and received a full-time job offer from Merck in August of 2021 in the Quality Line Oversight Rotational Program. Above all, she has been involved in cancer immunotherapy research and is a contributing author in a publication about an FDA-approved drug that I can't even attempt to pronounce. It's absolutely amazing. One of the main reasons that Maddie decided to attend Widener was the amount of opportunity that she would be presented with professionally, athletically, and academically. In recruit meetings, I tried to showcase all of the ways that Widener can impact your future long-term. The university has most certainly done that for Maddie. But on this special occasion, I congratulate you, Maddie, for all of the ways that you have impacted this program and this department. A very special award for a very special person. We are extremely proud and honored to have had you represent the blue and gold, and congratulations.
One more round of applause for Maddie. So I want to thank everybody for listening to my voice for the last hour and 15 minutes. I'm not used to reading this much except to my two kids. So they accept my grammar mistakes when I speak. So, but this concludes this portion, but I do want to hand it over to our athletic director, Jack Schaefer, for a few final thoughts.
Chris here. Chris, fantastic. Thank you very much for this evening. Some other people that we'd like to thank here this evening for their work within the athletic department, and a lot of what we do is we try to do a lot of things behind the scenes so you can't see what's actually happening, and these are some of the wizards that help us do it. Anthony Spalding, Sports Communications, he's back, come on, please. Back in. Nicole Ambush, Allison Kovac, that also helped out with Sports Communications. Maynard K-Wash and Fran Murray, who are equipment managers, and I have no idea how they do what they do, but they do it all the time, and the trick is to never see them working. They do a great job getting every single thing ready for these teams. Wash for practice, prep for games, tear down setup of games, running games. It's amazing. They're fantastic employees, and they dedicate themselves to you guys and what you do. They're amazing. AJ Duffy, our head athletic trainer, Rachel Connolly, and Brianne Lewis, our athletic trainers that work along with AJ. Fantastic. They help keep everybody healthy, rehabilitated, with ice, without ice, stim. They torture the kids sometimes, apparently, with some of the rehab techniques that they use, and they bring when they tell the stories. I always say that. And I got everybody. I want to also recognize our new students. John Downing was here with us this evening, right over here. Thanks, Chris. I want to thank. I want to make a special thanks. Of course, you would know I would thank my coaching staff are here. Can we just please put your hands together? Most important are the people who represent you student athletes, and those are your parents. I'm going to ask every one of you student athletes to turn around, give these people, these parents that have come here, and your family members that have come here tonight, a round of applause. They're your biggest support. So, before I leave the stage, there's something I'd like to impart to all of you student athletes that are here. You discover who you are as you make your way through college, as an athlete and as a student. You set goals, you're studying, you're playing, you're training, you're working when no one's looking to make yourself better. And you get to play that game. You get to play that game and do your best. I have two kids. I have a 14-year-old daughter named Maddie, who has seen every one of you compete and play at one point or another across your 4 years. She is a sports junkie, and she plays for 3 lacrosse teams, a soccer team, 2 basketball teams. Every time I bring her to a game, the ride home is filled with her voice talking about what you guys did when she saw it. Men's basketball, field hockey, women's lacrosse. Last night we came down to the lacrosse game. The whole way home, just talking about Widener, who she saw, what she saw. She's so into what she does. She's so into seeing what you guys, who you guys are at your age, doing your thing. What I'm trying to tell you is that your ability as students and as athletes transcends where you are on the field. it goes to people, and it moves them along. My daughter is motivated more after she sees a Widener competition than she is after me talking to them. And if you all have moms and dads, you know how that works, right? Maybe, many of you knew people as you were growing up that were older than you that played the sport that you're playing now. And you wanted to emulate them. That's who you are to my daughter. That's exactly who you are to my daughter. I cannot thank you enough for that. I cannot thank you for enough for that. She is a great kid, and what she's learning and picking up from you means something to her. Will mean something to shape her life the way your life has been shaped by the sports that you play, the teammates you have, the friends you make, what you study, and where you are now and where you'll be 5 years from now from your experience as a student athlete. Incredibly important work you're doing. You may not realize it, but I don't want you to forget that somewhere you are the hero to somebody. For some of you, she lives in my house, and I have to feed her, drive her around a lot. She tears up my yard with a lacrosse stick and her soccer cleats. It couldn't be better. It couldn't be better. So I want to thank you for that. We come to the end of our evening, and I want to thank you again for everything that you've done to apply yourselves to your sport and your studies, to become a great teammate and a leader on campus for your team, for your friends, for your teammates. Across 4 years, what occurs for student athletes is a cultivation of your character, a building of your resilience and knowledge, and learning how to persevere, learning how to get better when no one's looking, and perform for your coaches, for your teammates, and for your teams. We applaud you as the staff members here. We applaud you as the university. You've been outstanding students. You've been outstanding athletes, and we cannot wait to welcome you back again. I want to wish the teams that still have competitions left the best of luck. And those of you that make the playoffs, I want to wish you the best of luck next week when you get there. And best of luck to finals as well. Thank you, everybody. Good to see you.